Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kit. This is SchizoKitzo. It's time to get crazy. I'm schizoaffective. That means that I experience symptoms of schizophrenia, such as delusions and hallucinations, but also symptoms of a mood disorder, such as bipolar or major depression. The term schizo used to scare me. It's associated with insanity and dangerousness of shooters and killers, but most commonly used as a slur just to tell someone they're crazy. I guess when I was first diagnosed, I thought to myself, oh, I'm schizo now, I'm crazy now. And I didn't realize that the stigma had wormed itself into my brain. And even when I was diagnosed with cyclothymia and bipolar 2 and then later bipolar 1, at least I wasn't schizophrenic, so I wasn't schizo. And I did this as I talked to the voices in my head almost constantly, hiding all my psychotic symptoms from everybody because I just didn't want to be branded crazy. And so what if I'm crazy? Really, so what? Who cares? I'm me, I live my life, and I love my life. And if I'm totally nuts, so what? So when I was diagnosed, I learned that those voices that I was telling you about earlier were evidence of long-standing psychosis in my life. For me, growing up, my voices came about in the 8th grade, and I was diagnosed with my first mood disorder when I was 17 years old. And I basically figured out that that psychosis for me was my normal. And for a lot of people, psychosis is normal. Schizophrenia affects 1% of the world's population. Bipolar disorder is the same way, another 1%. So for a lot of people, these types of symptoms are normal. They wake up, they deal with their psychosis, and they drink their coffee and start their day. And here's the thing, I'm not dangerous. I don't want to hurt people. I'm not a killer, I'm not a shooter. I'm just someone with a serious psychiatric disorder that is ingrained into every single aspect of my life. And I know that I am so far from alone. So many people are suffering with this type of thing. So many people. But society likes to alienate us because we're crazy and psychotic and need to be shoved under the rug and forgotten about. And there's this great movement going on where people are trying to normalize mental illness. But I've noticed it's mainly for major depression and anxiety, two very common and very serious conditions, but people shy away from hallucinations and delusions and other symptoms of psychotic disorders. We don't like to think about it. And that really has to change. I've told you how normal they are. And this is where this channel comes into play. The purpose of this channel is threefold. The first thing is I'm going to tell you the science of this stuff. I'm going to talk about bipolar disorder. I'm going to talk about schizophrenia. I'm going to talk about schizoaffective disorder. I'm going to get down and dirty with the details, the facts. What do we know about the topic? What are the peer-reviewed studies? What are the easy-to-understand articles? You're going to get educated if you watch this channel. The second thing is that I'm going to share my personal experience on the topics. I've been through a lot, and I want to share it with you so that I can help you. Which leads me into my final thing. I want to let you know that if you are suffering, you are not alone. There are coping mechanisms that will help you get out of hell. And I want to share those coping mechanisms with you so that I can hopefully help you live a productive, happy life. I'm going to go ahead and warn you that this channel will make you uncomfortable at times. But that's part of it because we need to normalize these topics. We need to normalize these conditions. So join me as we make the uncomfortable comfortable.